Hello, my dear audiences, my dear friends. Welcome to the show, Jack Chow on East West Show with the G&E TV. Once again, as you probably can tell already, we're talking about local politics. Under the flag of democracy, our politics, our democracy is realized by following the rules of election. We try to make sure that we pick up the right one for the right job. Right one means that somebody we trust. For the right job means that to serve, right? So with me today is the candidate of West Covina City Council, Mr. Joe Gardner.
Hello to you all.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you, Jack.
Okay,
as
very
always.
good. He's my old friend, and back in the old days when he was on the Santa Monica PD service as a high-ranking officer, he was already a respected friend of mine. So I'm so glad that he, on coming home after these years, he made himself so popular that he is ready for this. And next to him is my good friend, Mr. Ballinger. He's Ed Ballinger.
Yes.
And a long-time citizen of West Covina. How long?
30 years.
30 years?
Right.
Oh, you look only 40. Okay, Ed, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, to start the show, though, I would like to update a little bit. The City Council is in the heart of the San Gabriel Valley down south, part of California. It's a beautiful city and with very nice neighborhood. They call it a residential city, I don't know. And nowadays, when everything is industrialized, it is hard to find a city so quiet and whose housing prices stay so stable. Are still expensive though, by the way. I couldn't afford. Okay, so to be somebody selected or elected on the city council, though, you really have to show something in extra, right? So I would check with his supporter, Mr. Ballinger, that why you support him, not me. I'm good too. Don't forget that, right? Please, feel free, feel free.
Got to know Joe and his background. Was kind of fascinating. He was left on practically a doorstep. And then he started pointing out things to me about city councils and budgets and that sort of thing. And I got concerned. And then I really found out about the debt and the way money is being spent and some of their ideas on the city council. And then I got scared. So I decided to quit giving lip service and get involved, Try and do something about it on a local level.
I see, I see. You heard that. He
Yeah.
said quitting lip service to get involved.
Right.
Sound like a slogan.
It
right?
does.
A very strong slogan. So your comment on that slogan, and is that a kind of spur like that for you? I don't know how you feel.
Well, we're both citizens of the community, and that's part of the reason why I ran is because I'm really tired of the lip service. I really see that we have some serious problems to overcome. With the city of West Covina, it has to do with its budget issues, and so we can't continue to pay lip service. We really have to get in there and fix the issue.
Oh, you're right. And I noticed that the word paying lip service is really the key.
Right.
Because you really want to waste the taxpayers' money to buy the lip service, and the end of the day of nothing, right? So Ed, to get to credentials about your comment, though, I have to know your background a little bit. I don't know if this person lies, right?
No,
Yeah. And I heard you were a very famous guy, and you still are. So tell me, please.
Well, if you got to tell somebody how famous you are, maybe you're not so famous.
all right.
I just
some stories.
in circles, in some circles, I'm well known, and exhibition drag racing and the World Land Speed Record racing. I'm the team captain for Craig Breedlove's Spirit of America.
Wow.
And I toured for 7 years.
Hey, stop right here. I'm very fond of speed racing. Though. What was your record?
Well, at Spirit of America, we were the first over 400, 500, and 600 miles an hour at Bonneville, and then.
Am I hearing you right?
Oh, yeah, we
How many miles an hour?
We took a jet engine out of a jet fighter.
Wow.
And we threw the piston engines away and decided to go that way.
I see. You must be a very brief guy.
Well,
But don't be
there are
modest.
some
Tell
of
them
us-
about your own record.
no,
Yeah, your record,
there are
please.
some of us. This is important, I think. There are some of us that just aren't satisfied with picking out a class and running in it. We get tired of it, and we want to go to the next thing and the next thing. We want to find out what's on the other side of the mountain. So we just keep changing and changing. We went from jets to rockets, and I toured that rocket for like 5 years, the rocket dragster, and finally went 347 miles an hour in a quarter mile from a standing start to the end of a quarter mile.
Oh, wow, my God.
That's
340 and a quarter.
Gs. That's 4.5 Gs going and 14 Gs stopping on the parachutes.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right. That's excellent. Right. How old were you when back then?
I was 37 when I set that
When you set
record,
up
and
the
I still
record.
hold it.
You're still holding
I
it?
still hold the record.
Oh, nobody broke it?
30 some odd years, yeah.
Yeah, 340 and a half miles.
347.
347 and a half.
And a
and
quarter.
and a quarter, yeah.
And a quarter.
347 and a quarter mile per hour. That's a rocket. It is a rocket.
Well, you got to, so part of that is telling yourself the truth.
Yeah.
You have to tell yourself the truth to survive in
Very
that
good.
sort of thing.
All right, good. All right,
And
good.
that's what I'm doing here now.
I see.
Put the
All right.
rocket away, and I'm.
All right. In supporting Joe Gardner, we do need your speed. I need courage. And for him to do a steady job, though, we need him to touch base and touch the grassroots as much as he could, right? And according to how much as I know him, he's a very humble person. And about his humility, though, how do you comment? How do you emphasize on that part, please?
What I found in Joe's career and his life is that he doesn't have to prove anything to anybody. That is, he doesn't have to overstep the job that he's done. He just does his job, and that alone has created a lot of relief in the people in Santa Monica and Los Angeles with their gang situation and so forth and so on. So,
Oh, he was once involved in the very, very troublesome area when he was on the PD force, right?
Right.
Yeah, and we knew that part, right?
Right.
And we'll probably let Joe talk about it because you, last time at the show, emphasized a lot on the public safety of the city and the environment and make it the peace officers. What is it? COP, community
Oriented
policing, right? COP, right? Like that part. And he emphasized on that. I was so amazed about the term, about the abbreviation of COP, right? But go ahead, please.
Yeah, no, community-oriented policing has been around for some time, and I guess in my career as a police officer in Santa Monica, I really use that. It's a philosophy, a tool to really get in there and work with the community to solve significant crime issues, to make neighborhoods more livable. And so really it's collaboration with a lot of people. It's not just the residents of the city who you rely upon to give you information, but you work with the city staff, to clean up graffiti or encampments of homelessness. And also getting the officers out there to talk and just really create that environment of trust that you're really there to help them. So
Exactly. That's a very good take. Ed, it was exactly this morning on my way in, I heard that somebody wrote a book called American Policing. Exactly. Calling for that. It is a trend. It is a trend, right? And I believe that back in your days when you set a record, things were much better than what we look right now. It calls for lots of work. You comment on that?
we weren't so automated.
Okay, all right.
Back
Automation is a part, huh?
We weren't so automated. We had to talk to each other, and that led to less confusion.
All right.
And more action because you were standing in front of the people
Yeah.
and listening to them.
Okay.
as the problems arose, they were taken care of.
Exactly, exactly. And of course, to my audience, we are not calling for going backward to the old days. We, of course, we embrace the incoming technology, the automation, using your term. We're saying about heart-to-heart connection, right? The eye-to-eye contact, like that kind of thing, right? So for that, I would like to give the credit to Joe and his call. He, well, exactly get himself to quote from him, to quit the lip service to get involved, right? The involvement, one of the biggest involvement to the community is his Meals on Wheels service, right? That's a huge problem, a huge program that I would like you to introduce it to my audiences, please, one more time.
Oh, Meals on Wheels is a program. They have various chapters, but the one that I'm part of is the one in the City of Industry.
You're part of it, you lead it.
Well, I'm actually the president. I've been the president
right,
now
good.
going on 2 years.
All right, good.
And I oversee...
I like low-key people.
Well, the president really gets out there and works too.
Well,
I've
right,
delivered meals. I work at the hospital.
The president, the driver, like me.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the show host. I draft the script and
Right.
I do everything, right?
Right.
Okay, good.
That's the important
Of course, and my assistant, Sarah.
Right.
And Sarah is a good girl,
Yeah,
and someday we'll bring her to here to show her beautiful face. Sarah. Hey, Sarah. Hi, Sarah. All right. Thank you very much for supporting me, being my left arm. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, so I mean, it's one of those programs that you can really get involved in, and dealing with people on a day-to-day basis, people that come and volunteer their time, and also the recipients that get the service from Meals on Wheels, and oftentimes those are our drivers are the only contact they have all day. You know?
I'm convinced. Yeah. I'm kind of a low-key people, and I do like those grassrooting projects,
Very
programs,
rewarding,
or even, because you see that with your own eye.
Right.
You get yourself touched by seeing that, right? That's more important rather than somebody say, hey, come on, guys. No, I will not follow you, like that kind. Right?
Yeah.
So this was only the first segment. I know that there are lots of supporters. Are you planning on bringing who else for the next segment?
2 other friends here, my friend Daryl and my friend Dennis.
So Daryl, Dennis, who will you bring up first?
I think we'll bring up Daryl first.
Okay, Daryl first, and then to Ed. And thank you for coming here. And you are doing a good job. Please keep on doing, which means quitting lip service.
That's
And
right.
getting involved, right? Still
it.
doing that, which is what I do. I adore. And thank you for sitting here, share your support. And we'll take a very short moment out, and when we are back, we will be with Darius. All right? Okay. So thank you.